So this is the Gotcha Evolve, which is Code Junkie's latest gotcha device. So I got this at a local retailer for about $32. I think you can buy it online in the $30 to $40 range. It comes in a relatively nice box, little plastic case here, kind of a standard watch case. And it looks sort of like the Gotchas. It has a more watch style band here, and it is definitely kind of a curved piece of electronic device. And it says it's charged via USB, and it also says the manual is online. So they have this little card here that basically says, hey, you can remove this thing at 45 degrees, and there's a USB charging port inside. Check for charging animation. So there's a sticker over the top. There's a little circular dot thing there. And so in the picture, it says the circle dot's there, and so the USB thing must be up here. Well, I don't like pulling on that, but remove 45 degrees. Okay, so that is the USB A port type thing that has to plug in to charge. Now I don't know if it comes with any charge from the factory. I'm putting my thumb on this little round circle, which is what I'm assuming to be the capacitive touch button. Nothing's happening, so I think it's time to go charge it up. I'm a little worried that it might eventually pop off your wrist because of that connection there, although it was really hard to pull out, so maybe that won't be an issue. So I do like that that's USB A port compatible. You basically just slide it into a USB A port and you're ready to go. No need to bring any cables with you. So I'm just going to plug it into the battery bank temporarily to take a look at the charging requirements. I'm assuming they're pretty low here. So it's 5 volts, 0.12 amps. So it's charging at basically 0.6, 0.7 watts. So pretty much any USB A port you plug into is going to have no problem charging this guy up. It says check for a charging animation. Now I didn't see one, but I wasn't looking at it when I plugged it in. So I'm going to plug it in. And there is the charging animation. It showed and then it immediately turned off. And so I'm going to leave it here to charge. All right, the manual also shows you how to charge it. You can insert it into a USB A port in either direction, but only one side has contact, so it'll only charge in one direction. You want to upgrade the firmware. So if you're an Android, it's a web app. If it's Apple, you have an actual app in the store. You connect it. If you've ever used a Gotcha before, it looks very similar. The animations look a little fancier. They have a thing here that shows you what all the icons do. And it may or may not have a pedometer function depending on its region. So I hope I'm in the region that has a pedometer function, because that'd be something actually useful in addition to Pokemon Go. There's also a possibility to have an actual clock on the screen, so you could use this as an actual watch. But depending on your location, it may not be available. Now the only hint about region I can find is at the top of the box here, there's a British flag and a US flag and then a couple of other flags. So maybe that's a clue of which region this device is for. It looks like kind of a European and American market. Maybe there's a separate Asian market device, I don't know. Alright, I have connected the web app over Bluetooth. It says I'm up to 46% charged. You have options like rotating the screen, known Pokemon, unknown Pokemon, Pokestops, vibrate animations. I don't see an option for updating the firmware. It says 0HW at the top corner of my screen. So I don't know if maybe the firmware update is only on Apple, or if my device has the latest firmware and it's just not showing me anything because it has it. I can turn animations on and off, and it says Gotcha Evolved updated, so I'm going to have animations off, vibrate off, Pokestops, unknown Pokemon, Pokemon. So you can also change those settings with the button on the device, I believe, but That's basically it. It's a very simplistic web app. I have it installed on my phone now, so I don't have to go to the website to use the web app anymore. Alright, so to charge up the Gotcha Evolve took 124 milliamp hours. So I'm not sure if it was mostly charged from the factory or if it just doesn't need much. Alright, so after about 4 hours of continuous usage, we have a 0 bars on the battery indicator there. This is with the screen on, but the vibration motor turned off. So it looks like you're good for about 4 continuous hours of usage before you have to recharge the battery. Which is a little disappointing because I'd like more like 8, but you know, if you have a battery bank with you, it's serviceable. Now I used the original Gotcha for several years. I bought probably 2 or 3 of them because they kept popping out of the band and I'd lose them, but they worked really well. This is not the original Gotcha. This is the Gotcha Classic, and I have never been happy with this guy. It looks a lot like the Gotcha, but it has a color screen and it has bad battery life. So, you know, the original Gotcha, you could go pretty much all day and it would be fine. This guy, half a day. Just doesn't have as much battery life, even with the screen turned off and the vibrator motor turned off. Only good thing I can say about it is I've never lost it out of the band. It's always stayed on the band. But it's also not very water resistant. I've washed my hands a few times and I had this thing go kind of haywire, had to put it in a dry box, it came back. Thing that killed it was I went to the gym and sweat on it. And apparently salty sweat water gets in there and fries things. So the screen is bad. It still works. The light kind of turns on, the buzzer works. I can set the settings with the phone app and it still does what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't have any visual feedback. Now normally I wouldn't use it with the screen anyways, but I figured it was time to replace it.